Hey guys, it's Wendy here with Wendy's Plans, and today I want to talk to you about functional planning. So, I have had multiple conversations with myself. I don't know if other people do this, but when I have a problem that I'm trying to work out, I usually talk to myself or I have these internal conversations. And so, I have come to the conclusion that when I ordered my planners this week on Friday, I ordered the planners that I thought were going to make a big difference in my planning style and the way I need to plan to be functional. I originally thought that by getting the planner that I'm currently using, Plans by Just Scribble, was going to be the beat all cure all for everything that was going on. And that's just not the case. And it's not the planner's fault. The planner is a very good planner for people that are wanting to plan out their week and then plan out their daily pages. This is a really good planner. There's nothing that I dislike personally about this planner. The issues that I'm having is that I have found that I don't like to daily plan, and I am not using the daily plans like they need to be done. So when I ordered my new planners, I ordered a core planner for my everyday planner that's just going to stay here on my desktop or on the cabinet in the kitchen. It's going to be, it's just monthlies and weeklies, and then a few pages in the back, and that's all I need. I am going to have a companion to that. And I know the first thing you're going to say is, well, Wendy, why didn't you just order the common planner, because then you would have all these blank pages in the back. Be and there What I have ordered is a booklet and a B6 notebook, which I have not ordered because she was out of stock. So as soon as they restock those notebooks, I am going to be ordering the 272 page notebook. So this is my goal, is to have a planner that swaps out every year. I'll get a new planner. But the things that I have collections of will go into the notebook. And so in that notebook is where this whole functionality for me, the whole function, getting back into functional planning is going to help me in my goals and in the way I want my lifestyle to be. So, I am going to do a series of videos on functional planning. So, to be honest, up front, I am going to call the series Back to Basics Functional Planning with a Twist. Now, the twist is going to be, I still like to decorative plan, and I know sometimes decorative planning kind of interferes with the functionality of functional planning. But I'm hoping that I could do it in a way that is going to allow me still to be able to set up a spread and have really pretty stickers and things like that, but to also be functional. So, what I want to talk to you about is I wrote a list. It's over here to the side, guys. Right here's my list. So, I know there's a lot to go over. These are the things that I have really looked at and thought, this is why it's not working for me. I've always lived a very structured life because I had a wake up time, I had a go to bed time, I had things that I did at work, and they were structured by what needed to be done daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, whatever. And I've always had that. So I would get up, I would at a certain time every day. I went to work. I had certain things that I did. I went to lunch at the same time almost every day. And then I came home and I did things that needed to be done that I had scheduled. Now I don't have the structure of a set bedtime, a set wake up time. I don't have a structure of going to work. I don't have the structure of when I get home, I only have this much time. So I need to get these things done. and stay on track. So I have found that that has been really the struggle that I've had. It's not been my planner. So I want to go back to having a more structured planning. And I get it that if I do my to-do list like I've always done and just run the whole to-do list here, I could push myself and yes, I could get everything done. But I also put that cap of retired on, and I've decided that, hey, I can get it done today. I can get it done tomorrow. What does it matter? That has been my problem. And when I first moved in to this apartment, I was very strict on myself. I got packages in, they were open, they were put together. Things didn't just sit in a box on the counter. I got them open and I dealt with whatever needed to be dealt with, whether it needed to be put together or it just needed to be put away, whatever needed to happen. And I have found that even little things like the mail that just needs to be thrown away because it's just junk mail is in a pile on my kitchen cabinet. I don't want that. It's right there by the trash can, Wendy. Just throw it away. That's what I say to myself. I don't know how I fell into this trap. So I want to set up rules for myself, and that is where I feel the functional planning is going to make a big difference. So, how am I going to start this process? Um, Over the next few days, I'm going to start filming a series of videos, and they're going to be kind of like this, but they're going to be a little bit more detailed. And I'm not going to try to throw a whole bunch of functional planning out there at everyone at once and say, this is it, let's go, because that's not going to work. And it's not what I'm trying to do. So, over the next few days, and I've already started with the cleaning master list, and I'm going to do separate master to-do list on different parts. Like I want one on cleaning. I want a master list of what I call my work, which is YouTube. And guys, by no means do I feel like YouTube is work. But in my mind of importance, YouTube is it's the thing that grounds me. It is a purpose. It is something that I enjoy doing, and it's taking up that slot of not going to work. So in my mind, it is cleaning stuff, it's work stuff, which is going to be my YouTube, it's self-care, and it is going to be personal life. And those are the areas that I want to focus on right now. And I do want to do a caveat to personal life is also going to be some travel because I really want to focus on getting out and doing some traveling. Now that I'm in a permanent base, I don't want to be here constantly. I have a sister in Michigan. I want to go up and visit. I have a friend which I'm going to go visit in a week or so in Canada. I want to go visit her. There are places still in the United States that I want to go visit. There are places, international that I want to go visit. Um, so for me, I need to fix what's wrong now. So we're going to set up master list on all of these areas. I have just about completed the list for my master to do. And then to break that down even more, I am going to go in. I don't know what day I'm physically going to do this, but I'm going to put down that I'm going to clean the kitchen today. And I'm going to go in and I'm going to time. How long does it take me to clean the sink? How long does it take me to load the dishwasher? How long does it take me to unload the dishwasher? How long does it take me to wipe the counters down? I need a realistic time of how much does it take to clean my kitchen? And my guess is 10 minutes. I don't know how long it's going to take, but I want to break down how long it takes to do a basic cleaning, and then how long if I add these deep clean things that I only would do um, once a month. Um, Things like that. I just want to break everything down so I can have a realistic idea of how long it's going to take me to do these things. And then I want to be able to sit down and plan, and I want to plan on and say Monday it's clean the kitchen. Tuesday it's clean the living room. Wednesday it's the office and the bedroom. Thursday is going to be the closet and the bathroom. And then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I've got it made, guys. I can do whatever I want to do on those days. And then Monday, I'm cleaning the kitchen. Well, I don't want it to leave it the rest of the week. I am going to do a daily tidy up. So today I'm focusing in on the kitchen, but before I go to bed, I'm going to do my nightly tidy up, which is go through all the rooms and make sure everything is tidy. Tuesday, I'm going to do my living area. So I'm going to water my plants, I'm going to dust in there, and I'm going to do this, but I'm also going to tidy up. So instead of getting ready to go to bed and deciding all of a sudden I need a little snack of cheese and crackers or some fruit, and once I finish eating that, I just sit the plate in the sink. I'm going to take that plate instead of sitting in the sink and I'm going to put it in the dishwasher. And a lot of times the reason I haven't put the plate in the sink is because my dishwasher has clean dishes and I just didn't feel like emptying it. That's my other problem. I don't mind loading the dishwasher. I hate to unload the dishwasher. I don't know why. That's one of those chores. I have two things that I dislike tremendously. I dislike doing the trash or putting the trash in the taking it to the dumpster, which is why I love having valet trash here because I just tie up the bag and set it out the door. So that's made that chore a whole lot more bearable. And then emptying the dishwasher. I hate to empty the dishwasher. So that is problem one, is that I put it in sink because I can't put it in the dishwasher because the dishwasher's full. So every night and every day, I am going to load and unload the dishwasher. No, I am not running the dishwasher every day because it's just me. Usually it's 3 or 4 days before I actually wash it. But the minute it's done, then it's going to be unloaded. But these are the type things I want to look at. How long is it going to take? And how is this going to work? So I do have the cleaning master list done except for the times. And so I'm going to work on that in the next couple of days. Then I want to work on the master list for the other areas of my life. So once all of that is done and I've attached an amount of time to each one of these, then I am going to actually create the master list. I know that sounds crazy, but what I am doing, I'm going to give you just a short look ahead of where I'm at. So like this is what I did is list everything I do to clean the bathroom by yearly, monthly, and weekly and daily. So I'm going to take these and I'm going to look at them realistically and say, okay, that works. Or, okay, I need to add this. I need to change this from being a weekly chore to it being a daily chore. I'm going to very minutely pick it apart and say, this is truly where it needs to be. And something that I have as a monthly chore may need to be moved to a yearly chore, or vice versa. So I want to realistically look at that before I make it a permanent master list. Then because I'm going to have this done before the end of the year, I am going to my notes pages back here, and I am going to create my master list in the back, so that all I have to do is each week when I'm planning, make it out, because I plan on here first. Um, I'm going to look at what needs to be done when, because my goal is to have each day of the week. Mondays are for cleaning this, Tuesdays are for cleaning this, so that I always know that that is my cleaning period, and that's my weekly clean. But then I'm going to have things like monthly things that I do only monthly. And so I'm going to pick a day. Is it going to be the first day of the month? Is it going to be the 15th of the month? Is it going to be the first Tuesday? Is it whatever that time frame is? I want to do those things that are done monthly. And it might be that I decide, okay, if Monday is kitchen day, anything that gets done monthly is done on Monday, the first Monday of the week or of the month. Same thing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. So anything that is monthly, maybe that's how I work it. But those are the things that I want to sit down and work through what makes sense for me. And guys, I know that things that I do for me may not work for you. And so I'm going to go through those processes of how I got to this to make it work for me. Then, once I am comfortable that I have a workable list and I start planning a couple of weeks in my planner, that all I have is paper and pen, that I'm going to look and say, okay, I'm comfortable that this is going to work with me. And at that point, I can go back and put like my days of the week, this sideboard, which I don't ever use, decorations at the bottom. Once everything's planned, then I can go back, and if I have spaces, I can put some decoration in, because nothing makes me happier than seeing my planner pages done and having some stickers on it. I love that. So that is what my goal is. I know this is going to take several weeks to get everything done and to go over the processes that I did and work myself to the point where I can do it, because I am not an expert at functional planning. If I was, I would not be having the issues that I'm having now. I have been researching and looking at different references and things um, online and in books that tells me the proper way to functional plan. And I'm taking a little bit from here and a little bit from there. And I will tell you, one of the things that was said, and this will be covered in the next part, um, it said there was two ways of, I'm going to just shorten the whole part of this, but there is context grouping, and then there's weekly, monthly planning. And I have decided I am going to do a little of both of that, because I want to group things by context, meaning I want to do things by rooms and my cleaning, and cleaning would be a context. And then I want to have personal things, time for painting by numbers, playing games, that kind of thing. So I want to be able to break everything down like that. Self care. I want to come up with a schedule that works for where I'm not guessing, do I need to wash my hair today? Guys, that's just crazy to say out loud. I usually go 2 to 3 days before I wash my hair, because it's so dry. There's just no point in me washing it. And I'm not doing anything where it actually, I'm not sweating. I'm not doing anything like that. But when I have to second guess, when am I supposed to wash my hair? and I have to look at my planner to tell me, that's an issue. So I need to work on routines, is basically what I'm saying. And I take a shower I used to take a shower every day, but my skin has gotten so dry. I try to do it every other day. Now, keep in mind, guys, I'm not going to work. I am in my house. I get out once a day to take photos a day. I run errands. I'll get my groceries, that kind of thing. I'm not going out and doing anything by any means. Chores like, which I consider personal, is going to the mailbox and getting my mail and getting my packages, things like that. Um, so I need to get all of these areas written down and back. Then I'm going to start planning using this functional planning, and then we're going to work the deco in. And what my goal is that I'm going to be more productive. I'm going to create a balance of free time and chores, and I'm going to actually get to an uncluttered lifestyle. For the most part, I am organized with an exception of my desk and office area. Because when I'm in here working and I finish filming, I'm like, oh, I'm going to clean this up tomorrow. Well, tomorrow never comes. And then I'm just shoving stuff aside so I can sit down and film. So that's going to stop. When is the first video going to come out? The first video I'm thinking is going to be the 14th. It's going to be the video that I'm doing right now that I'm talking with you is going to come out on the 14th. I'm also hoping on the 21st, I will have at least one master to-do list completed and with times so that we can look at realistic apples to oranges. Then every Sunday after that, I am going to try to um, have a video that has something to do with functional planning. And that might be once everything's set in stone and I am planning this way, that I've decided I want to change this to a weekly versus a daily, or I want to change this from a weekly back to a daily, or to a monthly, or just kind of tweaking my process. And I will come back and say, hey guys, this is what I've done. This is why I've done it. This is what I have figured out. Or if something better comes up that makes more sense, I will come back and talk to you about that. But I think for the first 2 months, there will be a Sunday video just getting me to the point that I am functionally planning the way I want it to be and what works for me. So guys, what I'm hoping will come of this is that everybody can pick up something that may work for them. And maybe to-do list works for you. It worked for me for a long time. It's just not working now. Um, so guys, I hope you enjoyed this and I hope you will stay around with me for, this series. But again, it's going to be called Back to Basics Planning, Functional Planning with a Twist. So guys, leave me some kind of implement down below you use to clean with, and tell me what chore you hate. Because I know what my two are. Tell me what chore it is that you hate to do. And guys, until next time, bye.